Good day, everyone. I am Louie B. Gerondio from the Teacher Education Department of Tagum College. On behalf of my co-authors, Whelyn, Unabia, Zaira Mayang, and Jemer Alimbon, I present to you our study titled Junior High School Students Views of the Nature of Science Evidence from a Private School in Davao Region, Philippines. For the flow of my presentation, I present first the introduction, followed by the methods, then results and discussion, and lastly, conclusions and recommendations. Understanding the nature of science, here in short referred as NOS, are both critical and essential to scientific literacy. According to Lederman et al. 2013, NOS is simply defined as the epistemology of science and science as a way of knowing or values and beliefs inherent to the development of scientific knowledge. With this broad definition, disagreements existed among philosophers, historians, and science educators until they arrive at an agreement which is now termed as the consensus view of NOS. These views of NOS have seven aspects, and these are observations and inferences, tentativeness, scientific laws versus theories, social and cultural influence on science, imagination and creativity in scientific investigation, methods of scientific investigation, and the empirical nature of scientific knowledge. Globally, researchers have consistently reported that secondary students have inadequate or inappropriate views of the NOS using various NOS assessment tools. In the Philippines, which the Program for International Standard Assessment 2018 performance in science was poor, a few conducted NOS studies were focused on pre-service teachers. And a more recent study by Lederman and colleagues found out the Filipino high school student respondents who were graduating at the time of the study had naive to transitional views of the nature of scientific inquiry. Even so, the views of the NOS of Filipino high school learners remain understudied. With this, the researchers were motivated to conduct this study in hopes to contribute a valuable body of knowledge to the science education community, especially in the Philippines. This study was guided by the following questions. First, what are the views of the junior high school students of Tagum College on the NOS? And second, are there significant differences in junior high school students' views of each aspects of the NOS when analyzed according to gender and grade level? For the methods, this study utilized a convergent parallel mixed method study design, a design where both the quantitative and qualitative data are gathered, examined, and compared concurrently. This design enables the strengths of one data collection method, quantitative or qualitative, to counterbalance the limitations of the other form, and thereby allowing a more thorough understanding of the research topic in question. For data collection, this study utilized the Student Understanding of Science and Scientific Inquiry SUSSI. This dual response instrument was originally developed by Liang et al. 2008 to determine the NOS views of the pre-service teachers. However, the researchers opted to use the modified version of the SUSSI by Das et al. 2017 as it was already piloted and administered to secondary school students. This tool blends the 28 Likert type items and 7 related open-ended questions. Each NOS aspect is represented by 4 Likert type items of naive and informed views of NOS and an open-ended question. Data collection was done online last May to June 2022. The respondents of the studies were junior high school students of Tagum College, a private institution in the province of Davao del Norte, Philippines. Through convenience sampling, a total of 173 students participated in the study. They were officially enrolled for the school year 2021 to 2022. The respondents' age range from 12 to 17 years old. Their mean age is 15.2 years and median age is 15 years. Of the 189 responses received, 13 opted not to continue participating in the survey. This yielded 176 responses. However, upon inspection of the researchers, three duplicates or second responses of the three students were found and excluded, leaving 173 valid responses for analysis. The valid response rate is 91.5%. The qualitative data gathered from open-ended questions were analyzed using a scoring guide adapted from Das et al. 2017 and Liang et al. 2008. Students' responses to each open-ended questions related to specific NOS aspects were scored as 0 to 3. Only 60 open-ended responses selected randomly were considered in the analysis due to a large number of responses. On the other hand, the data collected through Likert type items were analyzed quantitatively. For positive items, which represent informed views of the NOS, each response of the students was assigned with a corresponding number from 1 to 5. However, for the negative items, which represents naive views of the NOS, the numbers assigned were in reverse order from 5 to 1. Afterwards, the students' responses for each aspect of NOS were categorized using the code system presented by Das et al. 2017. Both descriptive and inferential statistics were used in this study. Results revealed that sampled respondents have both naive and transitional views about the various aspects of NOS, and only few had informed views in some aspects. Findings suggested that the NOS views of the students in general were not informed and the majority were transitional views. Here I present examples of qualitative responses of students representing their transitional views on the observation and inferences aspect and the social and cultural embeddedness aspect of the NOS. When asked if all the scientists' observations and interpretations are the same or different, many students echo this answer. Different, because of course peoples have different perspectives, and may you be a scientist or a professional, there will always be someone with different views other than you or people who agree with you. When asked if they think that society and culture affect scientific research, most of them answered with the same sentiments as student 15, who answered, yes, they influence what we choose to study. Our perspectives when we approach scientific phenomena and our strategies in studying them and the way many think about themselves, of others, and the environment. With the use of independent t-tests to find significant gender difference, quantitative data revealed that no significant difference was found for most of the NOS aspects, like the observation and inferences, tentativeness, scientific theories and laws, social and cultural embeddedness, and methods of scientific investigation, and the empirical nature of scientific knowledge. Only in the imagination and creativity aspects of NOS were found to have significant differences favoring female respondents. This affirms the findings of Kim and Algambi 2021, who found that females are being more likely to believe in the science, imaginative, and creative nature than male students. This result also affirms the findings of Toma et al. 2019 that girls scored higher than boys between assessments of the NOS aspects in Spain. Regarding grade level difference, no significant difference was found in most of the aspects except for observation and inference and the tentative nature of science. Mixed results are still observed in this research data. According to previous study by Len et al. 2013, significant grade level difference only on certain NOS aspects. The study of Select Jemer 2006 reported that grade 8 respondents held deeper conceptions than grade 6 respondents in the tentativeness aspect of NOS. while the grade 6 respondents held a more sophisticated understanding for the observation and inference nature of science. For 2001 asserted that educational experiences of students can greatly impact the progress of students' beliefs and ideas, and hence supported those results. The result of the study confirmed that there is significant difference as student upgrades from grade levels, particularly on observation and inference and tentativeness nature of science. However, the grade level differences are not necessarily consistent on grade levels. Overall, this study concluded that most of the sampled students had transitional views of the different NOS aspects, that none of the students can clearly distinguish scientific theory and law. Moreover, a significant gender difference exists in the imaginative and creative aspect of NOS, and significant grade level differences exist in the observation and inference and tentativeness aspects of the NOS. Based on the foregoing conclusions, the researchers recommend that NOS and its aspects be clearly integrated in the science curriculum. It also recommended that a thorough and elaborate discussion for the scientific theory and law aspect of NOS should be done during instruction. Further, we recommend the identifications of factors that possibly contribute to gender difference in imagination and creativity aspect, and to the grade level difference in observation and inference and tentativeness aspects of NOS. Lastly, to conduct more NOS assessment in the Philippines, considering various contexts and settings utilizing multiple data collection methods, as more saturated data on this topic can be used as input for consideration in future reforms to better the science curriculum and instruction in the country. Here I present the cited references. This is the end of my presentation, and the researchers hope that the audience will be able to see the vision that we had for our study and its importance to the scientific community. May this study be relevant not only for us researchers, but also to everyone in the science education community. Thank you for listening.